Ho ho ho. I know I'm late for a holiday video, but I put together a little video for you guys to enjoy. I hope you like it. Thank you. So I started to walk in a random direction like most USM players do when they join the game, but then I noticed a Jeep hauling into my direction, and I decided to jump into it not knowing who was driving. After my amazing joyride, I stumbled across an active event happening in the game, and I went to go check it out. After I snuck into that event, I took a boat over to Nokins Manor, who is one of the highest ranking members in USM, for a little interview to learn more about the game.
Alright, let's go inside.
Alright, you ready for the questions?
I'm ready.
So my first question is, what made you join USM?
I think I saw the game on my homepage once, and I just joined it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I did an RT, and I got recruited.
Alright man, that's pretty cool. What did you first get recruited into?
Well, my first division actually was the 3rd Marine Division. Well, I was on Bragg, and there was this officer. His name was JW V Feifei, I think it was. He was like a second lieutenant or whatever. And he walked up to me and he's like, hey, do you want to join 3MD? I'm gonna give you sergeant and instructor. And I was like, ooh, type shit, yeah, I'm gonna join. And then I never got it, but that's I got into 3MD.
So would you say you got scammed?
I suppose so, but looking at me now, I don't think it was a bad decision I made.
It's good to hear. Obviously you've been in military police for quite a bit before you were Joint Chief of Staff. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
When I was in 3MD, I got up to DCG, and then I was fired, unfortunately, because Field Army staff didn't really know what they were doing. You can't blame them. But right after, I DM'd Nadaro, who was the PMG at the time, and I said, hey, can I join? He was like, yeah, sure. So I was one of the very few people that actually got outside hired into MP, because subdivisions usually don't do that. And I ranked up when I was Provost Marshal. I was stuck at Provost Marshal for about 5 months, and most of that time I was the only Provost Marshal that there was, because Nat always used to say, I'm that good at my job, so he doesn't need a second Provost Marshal, quite frankly. Until finally the DPMG got fired and I moved up, and then shortly after that, Nad left as well, so I became PMG. I had a fun time in MP, but it did get pretty boring at the end. But I think when you're stuck at one rank for 5 months and in that division for a while, then I think everything gets quite boring after a while.
What is your piece of advice for new USM players who are coming into the group?
Well, there's a few things that many people do wrong. One thing is, I understand we're on Roblox, and you could take everything funny, everything is a joke, but a thing that holds many people back from actually ranking up into high ranks is their maturity. Many, they just goof around, they troll a bit, they do a bit of this, bit of that. Okay, it's funny, we're in a Roblox group, but essentially the ones that are mature will get ranked up. So what I have to say to you is be mature. Also, one of the biggest factors right now that people are doing wrong is no one's really putting any work into anything anymore, or fighting for what they want. They're just waiting for the success to come to them like magic, and that's not gonna happen. If you want to achieve something, you have to work for it, and you have to really lock in and put dedication into it, and you will achieve your rank. I mean, I did it too. I joined as somebody who thought maybe I'm gonna be enlisted, maybe an officer. Look at me now.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. I tried changing it up a bit. If you guys want to see a series of me going into games and reviewing it for you guys, let me know. Other than that, thanks for staying until the end, and make sure you tune into one of my streams. Thanks.